Alright fellas, so tomorrow is the Legendary Gauntlet, and we're going to be asking ourselves here, should you be summoning for the Pokefair Scout? Does it have any value? Short answer, not really. Honestly, I would not say it has that much value, especially not compared to what we got earlier this month. I mean, if you want better value, even these triple Pokefair Scouts are better. Like, look at the one with Cynthia, Iris, and Lance. That is a lot of very good units on a triple Fair Scout with the same rates. Look at the triple Charming Scout. That is a very, very good banner to summon for. And then obviously there's the 3 Master Fairs. So there's a lot of more valuable banners out, but we're going to be asking ourselves, what is the value of this banner in general? And, you know, again, should you be summoning and whatever else, right? So, first character on it is Cynthia. Cynthia is on here for the Latias version of, or part of the Legendary Gauntlet. So, I would not say that Cynthia is that great. Well, she's fine. She is. She's got 400 special attack, a 200 base power move here, Static Shock 5, Paralysis Energy 2 for her sync move and whatnot. So, I mean, she's got that stuff going for her, right, in terms of, like, you know, damaging nodes and whatnot. But one thing is that she debuffs her own defense, which is not great when taking attacks at all. She has AoE, so she's able to take out the sides with clanging skills, which is nice, but that defense debuff's really not that great. Unless you got her 3 out of 5, which, again, 3 out of 5, then you can mitigate that defense debuffing here with unhindered, but still not really. Or damage reducing effect on target's field of play. No, then never mind. That's wrong ability. Never mind, wrong ability. I guess you could get like the lucky skill. Like what is it? Unbending? Maybe is it unbending? Do we have unbending here? Is that what it is? I forget what the defense reduction skill is, but you could probably try to get that. Yeah, unbending. I don't think that doesn't seem to be on the grid for some reason. But yeah. That defense debuffing is not that great. Her damage is fine, not really super amazing, which is kind of what you want from a damage dealer. And then even then, her main DPS is coming from 3 out of 5 actually, and then her sync nuke is coming from 2 out of 5. Well, even 3 out of 5 because you need the sync nodes. So 3 out of 5 is where you really want Cynthia to be at. She does okay at 1 out of 5, but not really anything amazing. Really not. I mean, she's got sync move countdown here. And I guess she can max her crit if she has reduced HP, but you're going to need a lot to try to make her good for this. You're going to need like a potion user. Potion user is the big one there. You really want that. Like Skyle is a good partner for her since she also buffs defense. Well, what's the wrong thing? But she's kind of iffy. She's a very iffy unit. Not really too valuable of a unit to summon for, especially when there's a ton of other dragon type characters like Cyrus, both Zinnia units. Lucas is literally on this Pokefair Scout right here, and he's good. I mean, you got Iris, you got Champion Iris, you got Lance. You got a lot of characters there. And Anniversary Raihan is a Dragon Nuker. So there's a lot of units that are just straight up better than Sigma-Suit Cynthia that are also out right now. So, yeah. Emmet. Emmet is actually a really, really strong unit. He's arguably, I wouldn't say arguably, maybe arguably, I don't know. But he's the strongest unit probably, or the strongest and most valuable unit on this banner. He's got Stone Edge. He works really, really well in sand. Let's see, healthy strength 5, so attack is increased by 50% when his HP is at half or more, so he's already got a really good innate damage multiplier. Sand superiority, powering up his moves in a sandstorm and protecting himself from the damage. And then hit the gas 5, buffing the damage of his Stone Edge and Rock Slide here to outrageous amounts of damage. And being able to buff his own crit and attack to +6 and +3 crit respectively there. And his grid at 1 out of 5 is not really amazing. 2 out of 5 also not really that amazing, which you do get some good utility stuff like Stone Edge, Move Gauge Refresh, First Aid 4 for healing, which is good in the Gauntlet. You want some... if you can take stuff that is like making your attacker live longer without having to use like potions or healing abilities and whatnot, definitely try to pick it up. And then 3 out of 5 he gets damaging nodes, healthy power up. He gets some different things, Sand Blaster, Sand Sink. Which, Sand Sink is definitely the big one, because obviously he wants to be in sand, so if you're going to sync with him, which he's also to fight Moltres, being able to apply weather with his sync move is definitely very, very big, because Moltres, you need to apply weather in order for Moltres to not, like, completely kill you, right? Or you need to flinch it to death, or does it get unflappable in some? I don't know, but basically, yeah, you do want as many weather effects as possible, so Emmet being able to apply, even though it's the first time, still that one time not having to go for NPR on like Sandstorm or anything can definitely save you in a run. So very, very solid at 3 out of 5. 1 out of 5 he does fine. You just want to bring a sand unit, which you're going to want to bring one of those anyway in order to, you know, actually mitigate Moltres' Sun. So, you know, running in with Acerola where Acerola can flinch, then somebody that can, you know, help with speed and whatnot. He can be definitely very, very strong, sweep through Moltres really, really quickly, and try to just, you know, survive long enough. And he can deal plenty of damage when Moltres has its Sun up, right? I mean, Moltres gets a lot of buffs, but Emmet is still really, really strong, so he can kind of power through it. He will take a lot of damage from, like, Moltres' attacks and whatnot, but if you do have a little moment where you need to attack Moltres and Moltres' Sun is still up, he's not going to be, like, horrendous or anything like that, right? So, there is that. Emmet is definitely very, very solid of a unit. I don't recommend summoning just because of Emmet, because he's not worth that. He's not, like, that worthwhile. But he is definitely a strong unit, definitely a respectable reason to summon for the banner, I guess so. And our last unit here is Lysandre, who is fine, I would say. He's for Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu is not really that difficult as it is. You can definitely off-type with Tapu Bulu on Tapu Bulu really, really easily. You can off-type on all of them, but Tapu Bulu is more so just like, I hit hard, basically. And he applies Grassy Terrain, which is one big thing. But the big thing with Lysandre here is that at 1 out of 5, he doesn't have too much, but he is able to max his own crit, buff his own special attack to +4, and he has NPR on some X special attacks, so I mean, you can get to +6 if you want to. He applies Healthy Healing, and he powers up his Dark moves by 50% here, so he can definitely go for flinching with Dark Pulse. Not really too consistent, but it's definitely an option. But Oblivion Wing is the big thing here, where you're able to heal up a lot of the damage that's dealt to you. You can use him to be a little bit more sustainable, and, you know, he can definitely be the difference between living or, like, you know, winning a run or losing a run, just because he's able to heal himself from a lot of damage with Oblivion Wing, especially once you get a lot of your sync buffs built up, so that's very, very nice. And flying types is super effective. 390 special attack, he definitely hits hard enough, I guess. Dupes, he doesn't really get anything super amazing at 2 out of 5. Grand Entry 2, I guess. 3 out of 5. HP advantage. Healthy buffer. That healthy buffer can actually be really, really solid if he's able to buff his own, if he's able to get his HP to 100% a lot, and like consistently, which that'd just be very, very nice. Aggravation on Dark Pulse is also nice if you're going to go for the flinching. Harry 2 is fine as well for an extra multiplier. More aggravation there on Dark Pulse, whatever, right? 3 out of 5, he gets Sync Damage Guard and Critical Strike 3. Those are very, very valuable, but this is the territory you're getting iffy, and like you're not going to reasonably summon for a 4 out of 5 Lysandre, right? So I want to mostly just look at him at like 2 out of 5, maybe even 3 out of 5. If you do have him 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, he's a very solid, very strong character, definitely able to sweep through the event, but I'm thinking more reasonably you're going to summon for like 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 or whatever. 1 out of 5 is not really too amazing. The healing can be useful, but overall I don't think he's going to be super amazing. He definitely wants help. I've tried using Lysandre against Tapu Bulu at 1 out of 5. It just kind of doesn't really work too well for me. Generally, but maybe you all can make it work a little bit better, give him a little bit better assistance and whatnot, and he can definitely make the run, but overall, he's not really too amazing at 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 here, even. But I'm not going to say like the worst unit ever. Whatever, right? Overall, the value of this banner, Signature Cynthia and Lysandre aren't really super valuable, amazing options, but Emmet's definitely really, really strong, but one unit on a triple banner I don't think can really decide can really make a banner from like trash to amazing, right? I mean, like, Lucas is definitely the best unit on the Charming Pokefair Scout banner, but that doesn't mean that like Raihan or Red are like bad options there. Those are all really, really solid units, with Lucas being like arguably the most valuable one because of Dragon Zone and high sync nuke and everything else, right? But on this banner, it's like Signature Cynthia and Lysandre aren't that amazing, but Emmet's good. Emmet is not making that difference on the value of this banner. So I mean, you know, right? If you do want to summon because like favorites or whatever, I understand that much. That's fine. It's whatever, right? But overall, the value of this banner is not very, very high. There's a lot of options that you can use to go into the Legendary Gauntlet to get like 10 runs, because 10 runs is like what you really want to aim for, just for all the rewards, right? Like for Tapu Bulu, you can definitely use units like Kahili with her, Toucan and her flying nuke and whatnot. You can use Lodge Serena, very, very strong option against Tapu Bulu as well. There's some pretty solid flying options there for a lot of ICK units like Cyrus and Zinnia and whatnot that can handle Dragon Weak enemies, and you can bring somebody else to debuff their stats and whatnot, so you can mitigate their reduction passives. Moltres is strong, but you just want to bring Weather, and Emmet honestly doesn't even help out much with Weather other than, you know, Sand Sink, which is what, 3 out of 5 I believe I said. So I mean, yeah, big thing with Moltres is Weather. You can off-type him pretty easily with like a Water attacker or something like that. Like May is very, very good against Moltres, and she's not even a rock damage dealer. But overall, yeah, this banner's not really that valuable, right? I mean, could be better, definitely could be better, but it just isn't. It's just not that valuable in my opinion. Summon if you want these specific characters here. I mean, I always recommend going for your favorites, going for characters you really, really want and whatnot. But if you're just wanting a purely valuable banner, like almost every other banner released this month is more valuable than this banner in my opinion. The Charming banner has more value. All of the Master Fairs are more valuable. The triple Pokefair Scout A and B, in my opinion, are more valuable. Steven could be a good pickup with his Future Grid expansion. Alder's really solid with his grid right now. Diantha's fine, I guess. I'd say that that banner is honestly better than this one. It's a bit of a tie, though, between Pokefair Scout B and this Legendary Gauntlet banner. Overall, not a very, very valuable banner. Anyway, guys, I'm going to conclude it there. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you're going to be summoning on this banner down in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be skipping it, what you're going to be skipping it for, whatever, right? See you guys later. Hope you all enjoyed.